So welcome everybody, and this is the day 2 of LinkedIn class with Whitetop. Just to be able to cover some basic things that you need to know, why you need to be on LinkedIn, the statistics of LinkedIn, and the importance of LinkedIn for respective persons. So what you have to do is visit the last class and get yourself updated. All right, so today we'll be continuing from where we stopped, and trust me, we're going to have an amazing drive tonight. So welcome everybody. For those who are here and for those who are still going to be listening, I welcome you to this class. All right, so let me share my screen and we keep moving. So I hope you can see my screen. So yesterday,
yes.
Thank you very much. So yesterday we talked about, we had our class with the headline. So today we'll be talking about another thing, but I want to believe that you have updated your headline or you have did something as regard the assignment I gave yesterday. So you have not done something about it, please ensure you do something about it for the next class. All right, so let's go. One of the key important things I want you to know is customizing your URL, because it introduces you in a professional way by the time you are sharing your link. If most of you are conversant with the way you shared your link, you will see some numbers at the back of the name. So to make it more professional, that you understand what you are trying to do or what you are doing, you need to ensure that you are able to customize your link, URL link, to the best of your interest. So why do you need to do this? So let's understand the reason. Making your profile look more professional and easier to share and be found by claiming your vanity URL, that is your ability to edit it to your preferred taste, to be able to give out the best by quick introduction about what you want to do, and very easy for people to cram the name and search it out. All right, so on your profile page, go back to your LinkedIn, everybody. On your profile page, click on the blue flower and go to your profile. That's your profile. Then you scroll down, you will see your link there. When you copy your link, you will see a pen. Yeah, a pen is there. So click on that pen and delete the number at the back, or you want to find a more suiting name for yourself. So let's get that done now in the next 2 minutes. All right, so let's go. So go to your LinkedIn. I'm using my system to do this. So the way it appears on your system is different from the way it appears on your mobile phone. So scroll down. Because I'm using my system, this is where you'll find it here. Edit URL and to load. Yeah, this is it. You can see my cursor. You will see where the pen is. So you click it and I will edit anything I want to edit there. So it's very easy, and I'll put save once I'm done. All right, so everyone, I hope you're able to get this down. Go to your mobile, scroll down your how. By the time you scroll down, you will find where you find your contact details at the base. You'll be able to put the pen there and correct that. So that's how you correct your URL. So let's continue. In case you have any question, please enter the chat box, or you are facing any difficulty, I'm here to guide you. So you check your screen. This is sample how to enhance your branding by customizing your URL. So you go to upper right corner, select the editing pen to take up the number from your URL. It will look nice and neat and less confusing. So there is an example of what we have been using as our template since we started the class. Yes, John James student. That is the URL to make it more easy and convenient for usage. So I will give about 1 minute to allow you to practice. So yeah, in case you have any challenge, please engage the chat box. All right. So I'm happy that you're able to get this. So let's move on to the next thing. All right, so we want to talk about writing a compelling summary. One of the key important things about LinkedIn is your summary, that is your about. When I was talking about the headline, I was talking about the first catchment that people will see to read about you that will give them the interest to know you more. So your headline is just a short summary about yourself in bullet points to explain to readers or recruiter or whatever purpose you are on LinkedIn to know why you are there. So your summary is the detailed information about yourself, although in a summary way or in a summarized way. So the summary is really your virtual handshake and personal introduction that you might have in face-to-face networking opportunity. So you want to use the same genuine conversational voice that you will use if you are meeting somebody or somebody over a coffee. You have a coffee beside the screen, so you can take it if you don't mind. So personal and descriptive. So just tell your reader what you do and maybe a little about why you do what you do. So this is not you selling, this is just telling. So the summary to comprise the passion. I was able to read why you do so many things, why you're interested in so many things, and the impact of the things that you are doing. So I'm able to categorize my example here into different phases because of I'm looking at the people that are on my platform to be youth, although we have people that are already working, that's in the working class, and those who are still looking for employment, or those who are still students. And this will make it more easier for you, no matter the path that you want to follow. It's still the same principle, just that you must understand the reason for you being on the platform. All right, so I categorize into 5 paragraphs as I've made research, and I think that this is fundamental enough to guide everybody that are interested in knowing more about how to write the summary. All right, the first paragraph is a short introduction, which include what you are doing basically, and how people can reach you. Although there are no permanent structural plan to writing summary, it is just what works for people that people have practiced over time, that we just see that it's necessary for us to just bring together to educate people. All right, so this is an example on my screen. This person is a second year chemical engineering student at Michigan Tech and is taking a summer in 2016 internship. It's a research example, and trying to tell people that I'm looking for this opportunity. That's for paragraph, but you only can talk about yourself. Larry is this, that, this. Whatever is convenient for you. By the time you read more some of the samples I put in here, you have more understanding. All right. So the second paragraph talks about you providing more details about yourself. That is, you might want to start with your background of why you do what you do, why you're passionate about what you're studying or what you are interested in doing, without you saying I'm passionate. That is where you're able to communicate your passion by people reading the feeling of your words. So a story about a moment what immediately grab attention. This is what you put in your second paragraph. And your third paragraph talks about a follow-up with what you are doing, which will enhance your passion. So in a bullet understanding, it was stated here that you describe and highlight the hands-on experience that you have that relates to your industry or whatever you have interest in doing. Whether that can be an internship, cooperative, enterprise, or course of work project. Just ensure that you talk about what you have worked on, the problem you're trying to solve, or the goal you're trying to achieve Include the scope, the challenge, and the results. That's your third paragraph. And you're able to explain in-depthly why you do what you do by giving a case scenario where you've worked before and your result. Your fourth paragraph is just the icing of the cake. That is, you're able to write your concurrent involvement, the campus work you are doing, or the project you are working on within your community, or your company's goals and objectives that you're able to actualize, that you're able to highlight any teamwork that you have done or you have been involved with, the leadership position you have held, the experience you have that has helped you develop that strong interpersonal communication, organization, and collaborative skills. So this is more details of yourself, selling what you're capable of still doing by giving it in a more compelling system or a structure that can entice people to know you or to communicate with you. And the fifth paragraph is just talking about the keywords that you put into your summary. That is the keyword that you want to be searched for in case I need a computer engineering or computer engineer precisely. You find out keyword in your industry that can fit in, because your story will not entice people, or let me say your story will not entice that particular person that needs to read it if you don't use some keyword that they can use to search you out. So by that, they click on the keyword, they're able to locate you out and read about what you're doing. All right, so I'm able to put your contact details at the end of your doings, whatever interest that you have. That will help you to have more compelling, more attractive story that people want to read about. I'll be able to understand it. Don't worry, this is the theory aspect. You're going to go into the practical. All right, so once I'm able to put down here is, if you are to write your summary, it's advisable to write in first person, except you are telling a personal story. So write in first person, apply keywords, and be careful. Keywords are often more effective, but they need to be placed within the context of your story as it aligns and outlines with your experiences. Yes, you can use numerous paragraphs, and the most important thing is just make it conversational and make it bullet. That is, make it so straight. Because this will allow your reader to segment a lot of information about you. So it won't just be a long story, but it's going to be a more encompassing, more detailed, enticing, captivating information about you. All right, another thing is that this will always seem more readable than a large group of text. So just find a way of just breaking your text so people can understand what you're trying to say. So again, just tell your story. You are not using your summary to sell anything. So the more they are convinced, the more they will reach out to you. And I want to let you know that you please, while you are writing your summary, avoid words and phrases like this keyword I put: extensive experience, organized, good communication skill, result, delivering responsibility, because all these keywords are very popular. They are so generally used. So you can search for that particular keyword in your field of interest and you incorporate it. I'll still teach you how to search for keywords that are relevant, that can be of importance to you as you develop your LinkedIn profile. If you are looking for opportunities for whatever reasons or whatever usage, I will teach you how to search for keywords which can be more beneficial to your field of interest. So again and again, please, your great summary of your experience shows that you respect your reader to get information that fits their need, because all of your evidence have been provided. And remember something, that your summary is not all. You still have other work details to fill, your experiences to fill in your profile. So your summary will just captivate everything together, combine the results together, so that can divert the attention of your reader to other aspects of your LinkedIn, which will make it very, very interesting. And one thing I would like to conclude this segment of summary writing is, no summary is permanent. Please know that. Your summary is prone to advancement. Your summary is prone to editing. Your summary is prone to changes. Your summary is prone to adjustments, refining until you get there. So don't believe that once you write your summary once, that is the end. No, it's a total lie. You need to keep working on it, refine it over and over and over, and you get the best of what you intended to get from the LinkedIn summary writing and fit into the purpose of what you're trying to do. I hope you're able to get that. So let's get you into 1 hour practical so you can read an example of what you're trying to do. All right. I want to also know that most readers can spend the time reading your full profile initially, but once they get intrigued with your resume, they want to download your resume before returning to read more about the profile. So you must make it very easy to find. So one thing I'll teach you is how do you extract resume from your LinkedIn profile. So if you don't have any CV, don't worry. And LinkedIn is one of the platforms that can generate CV for you from what information you provide yourself with. And another amazing thing is you can always edit your resume. And if you already have a resume, fantastic. What you need to do is just to upload your resume on LinkedIn and also put and replicate or duplicate the information in your resume on your profile. So your profile can get more fuller and people might get to know about what you're trying to communicate. I hope you're able to get that. So before I call somebody to quickly read this, I need to. Okay. So before I start to call somebody to read the screen, I quickly want us. I want to find somebody that will read this practical example, so we can all have more detailed information about what I just said. I don't believe you can see my screen. All right, I hope you can still hear me. So good. So let's just
Yes.
thank you. So I would like to get somebody to read this summary for me. So just to make it more practical, to make it very quick. So who is reading this? Just anybody, please volunteer to just read it and make it very fast. Thank you. So who is reading?
I'll do that, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
so let's
sir.
go.
It goes this way. I'm a mechanical engineering student graduating in May 2015 and looking for a full-time employment. Please contact me at the Gmail abrecht. I can't read the Gmail very well. Or the phone
Go
number
ahead.
90611261234567. Then a farm girl becomes an engineer.
That's the
Think this is
storyline. Let's
yes,
go.
sir. I grew up on a 120-acre fruit and a vegetable farm in Grand Rapids, MI, and I'm no stranger to hard work. I worked long hours operating machinery to plant, harvest, sort, and clean produce, and sold all our crops in my family store. Just some of the work I did as the daughter of a self-employed farmer. I had to work as hard at Michigan Tech, and it's got a reputation for a demanding and hands-on curriculum. And I'm really proud of my 3.0 GPA, 3.70, sorry, GPA. I also added internship experience and campus leadership experience that has helped me develop strong teamwork, project management, communication, and leadership skills that I believe have prepared me to make a valuable contribution to your company. I'm really ready to work hard and exceed your expectations. In the summer of 2014, I worked at Ford Motor Company as a design engineering intern, where I created an original design for the console mats for the newly designed 2017 Escape. I also worked at John Deere as a manufacturing operations engineering intern in the summer of 2013, where I developed a logistics procedure to outsource paint stripping in the seeding factory and coordinated off-site training for 550 employees. One of the most rewarding experiences I've had at MTU has been my 3 years as a member of the Aerospace Enterprise Engineering Program, where I got to work on a satellite funded by the US Air Force that will actually be launched into space in 2016. An accomplishment I'm really proud of is that I have found an official student ORG called Silver Wings SW. SW is a professional SW is a professional organization dedicated to creating proactive, knowledgeable, and effective civic leaders through community service and education about national defense. I'm now president of a 20-member group working towards national recognition. That's all, sir.
So thank you very much for that. I want to believe that is captivating enough. That's the storyline, and you're able to flow through the summary as read. I hope I'm correct, Mohammed.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let me show you another example, but you might not be reading this because of time. Or do you want?
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry. Or in case you want to read it, but I don't think they need. Just wanted to see different storyline of people and or to give you a read for the reference of it being in your sample. So, Mohammed, thank you. Let's go again.
Okay, sir. Um, sorry. Okay. Electrical engineer with experience in communication systems, signal processing, RF, low level programming, looking for entry job level 2.3. I think that's the details. Can I skip that?
Yeah, sure.
I've spent my life making stuff, computers, my 76 Mustang, or performing and creating music. I was good at math, so I was drawn into engineering, but I don't think math is enough. I believe that for a designer, human perception has to drive technology because it is worthless without people wanting to use it. Begin with the end in mind is a line I've intentionally tried to straddle by doing so many different things. I'm not just an engineer, I'm also a musician, a camper, hiker, fisherman, and gearhead. So while I'll probably wear the label geek, those other things define me in so many other ways. And it gets me out of the lab and from behind my computer, keep me real. And I think a better engineer. I just graduated from Michigan Tech with a BS in electrical engineering. I was fortunate to get a lot of hands-on experience. In the summer of 2013, I interned at Motorola Solutions Working, both in the RF and power supply groups, to develop a commercial rack-mounted radio repeater. In the summer of 2014, I went to the University of Connecticut to work on implementing a localization algorithm using PCs and underwater acoustic communications. I also developed a procedure for comparing acoustic modem performance published in IEEE March 2014. In my second year at Michigan Tech, I did research in the wireless positioning lab where I developed and executed a procedure for taking near ground wireless channel measurements and comparing them with analytic models accepted to IEEE VTC for 2015. Making stuff with lots of other really smart and excited people helped me develop all these soft skills that drive the implementation of my technical skills. While I've had opportunities to work in the Midwest, the West Coast is where I belong, so my search is there and I'm ready to go. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much. This is another captivating story about how LinkedIn summary of some people, and these are people that I've studied them, and that's the way they put out their LinkedIn summary, and they are doing fine today. These are another sample of a LinkedIn summary, and the way this one rolls as is different, but you can see the key strengths on the page, so you can have a look at it. So you might want to be wondering that, okay, the one I mentioned, these are non-Nigerians. So why don't we talk about Nigerians LinkedIn summary? So let me share you my own screen so you can check my own summary. I made it in the form of a student experience when I was having the issue because I was doing my degree in I was running a degree, my BA degree, by Premier University. So I want people to read. Okay. This profile looks strange. Look at this one. So Mohammed, are you there?
Yes, sir.
I hope you can see this screen very well.
Yes, I can see it very well.
Right, so I think you can read it up for them.
Okay, sir. I'm Ekundayo Oluwadamilare from Nigeria. I, Growing up, I had challenges getting to study medical courses at Nigerian university. I opted at Nigerian universities. I opted before I landed on a course I'm grateful for. I was sad at first, but I stayed positive. My affirmation liberated my journey. I thought that the course I wanted is where I can only make an impact, not knowing that God had planned life before me. I stayed focused, determined, and prepared for the journey. I aspire to be a man of positive influence that will help people in their journey to greatness. I told myself I want to be different and to lead youngsters by example. This is that's how the journey of personal development started. I combined academic learning with professional development. I applied for internships and I was selected. I finished my internship as the best intern every time. I know basically that I can't give what I don't have, which pushed me to progress with learning. The organization I interned took me, and in the space of months, I was promoted to higher positions, which positioned me for a bigger platform to educate younger folks and colleagues. I teach knowledge to other institutions to empower school leavers to get prepared for life after school and equip undergraduates with skills needed for advantage and relevance. Making a difference in my environment, community, and beyond is my passion. I believe in contributing my quota. Words cannot make change anything without actions. I started volunteering with non-governmental organizations, and my work with these initiatives prompted the creation of my NGO, White Up Global, www.whiteupglobal.org. I was engrossed with the development I saw, and I began to push harder, making young leaders voice for change. We search for talent and we showcase their beautiful creations to the world, letting them know how unique they were. We created the platform for personal development by helping them polish their skills and rewarding them for their creativeness. We also teach youngsters about social responsibilities and how they can make their environment friendly and stand out with innovations through their through their discovery journey. Also, the knowledge from my field of study has helped me to reach out to the communities to educate farmers on climate smart agriculture, livestock production, care and biodiversity, and post harvest management. I have partnered with national and international organizations on projects to advocate for food security, and I have organized several events for farmers and agricultural enthusiasts. on food security and early management of youth in agribusiness.
So thank you very much. So all this that you just read is mine, but my real profile was kept out for some reasons, which will be put able to be replaced very soon. So like I said, this is not a permanent citation. So you keep updating it, you keep refining it, and that is the joy of it. So you are not, anything you write now will not be what you will see be there in years to come, except you are not evolving. With that as a practical. So I'm looking up to share several LinkedIn profile. So you can take your time and read about people's profile and check about their summary. Most especially people in your industry, which will be a kind of a guide for you to know how to write yours. I'm a project manager and I have a complete profile for what I have interest in doing, combining with the SDG goals. So your interest might align, so you need to find people and read about their profile. So take your time and write a compelling profile. So let's go on with our work today. I thought it's going to be practical. So one of the assignments you'll be doing is to write a profile. All right, so what we'll talk about is adding work experience, relevant work experience, whether internship, whether fellowship, whether volunteering experience. That is detailed anyway. You need to not put it. So you need to incorporate the company's name, anyone you have interest in, put it there, the description of what you did, and relevant media reach, pictures, documents, to be a guide. So it's like what you have in your CV, replicate it in your profile. All right, so about your education, you incorporate your educational institutional name, the degree of your study, your specialty of graduation, your period of study, the grade to finish with, which is optional, the co-curricular activities or involvement you did and leadership, and you give description. So let me show you mine so you can understand the importance of this in your profile. You won't just write anything, but you know what exactly you're writing. So let's check it out. So if you check from the experience, I'm presently an SDG advocate at United Nations Sustainable Solution Network. This is what I'm doing. I'm a United Nations Millennium Fellow right now. This is my farm, this is my company, this is where I've worked. If you click it down, you see my work explanation and description. You see pictures to back it up. About education I was talking about. So let me start with Obafemi University. You can see it there. This is the university. This is my degree in animal science. The activities and society I did, the activities I did when I was in school, you can find it, and responsibility of leadership role I took, I placed it there. So likewise, you too, backed up with picture. This is an online professional certification I did, and these are the information about it. So you can also take your time and go through yours. What are the things you did while you are in school and your work experience? Make it detailed, add information to it to make it more easier and fantastic. So going back to the slide to make it more compassing. So when you talk about your education, so that being said, then you go to the rest. That is, you have to fill the feed that are not directly relevant to your feed, but that describes more about you. Tell you about your volunteering, your passion, your cause, the organization you belong to. These might be commonalities between you and your potential employers, and a great way to make your initial connection much stronger. Okay, so indicate this. It is well stated. Voluntary opportunity, organization, honors and award, test score, publication and patent. So let me quickly go back to mine so you can have a look, so you can get acquainted with what I'm trying to say. So if you scroll down my profile, you will see experience. You will see education, okay, you see license and certification. Any professional course you have taken or anywhere you have been licensed to do anything, this is where you incorporate it here. So I have about a number of license and volunteering experience. Then the most important thing now, please, is this skill. We're going to be working on it today. So highlight all the skills that you have, the most important skills, both technical and soft or hard skills that can project your respective functional reason that you are on LinkedIn to be identified. So anybody that you have worked with will definitely endorse you in each of your mentioned skills. So I hope you understand. So ensure you have endorsement. We're going to be endorsing people on this while listening to this class. So once you are done, you drop in your profile and you're going to endorse you on your skills and skill set that you have. So put as many skills as you have. You can see mine. You can see I have different about more than 100 endorsements on each of my skills, because people can affirm that of what I do. So volunteering skill endorsement. So add as many skills that you have. Please, the relevant ones that can be of help to your career and the opportunity you are looking out for. Please mind that. Don't just put any skills. Put skills that are relevant and most important. The other thing is recommendation. Recommendation can make you stand out among your equal. So is people are testing that they can affirm what you have stated or called yourself to be. Yes. So everyone you've worked with, it's important to request for recommendation so they can put you out to the world and say something amazing about you. So this person saying something that we've been able to work together, and the years we have been able to have worked together, as many like that. So your publications, my publications, I have about 3 publications. You can indicate your publications. It might be online publication, book publication, journal, anything, incorporate it. And the courses you have taken, ensure you incorporate it there. And another thing is project that you have handled, please indicate it there, put it there, take your time. Honors and award, ensure you add more. Honor, materially, award, anything, put it there. Make people know your test scores that are amazing, don't necessarily the language that you know about, the organization you have worked with, ensure you put it there. All right, so you might want to ask me that how do you know about where to add things? If you check your profile, you will see add session. When you click this add session, it will bring you down to a lot of options. This is where you'll be adding it. When you click one, it will show in your profile. And by the time you fill it up, you will see more of it coming up. So if I want to add any of my other information to my profile, all I just have to go is to click the word function, use the work experience. I can just click to add more of the work experience to it or education. So I'll just click on this plus. You can see it. You click the plus to show up, and I'll be able to add a lot of information to that. All right, having said that, we are going to be going to practical, so I want to be a bit quick with this, so we won't waste time. All right, so like I said, so remember your profile priorities. It is in 3 folds. So the top fold is to ensure that your headline describes exactly who you are, indicate your specialties and things that you have, and your professional picture. The summary, the first line should tell you about the reader who you are and what you want, how they can contact you. And after that, make sure your summary is more of a story to answer questions. Tell about yourself, why you do what you do, why you love what you love. Tell about the story, make it interesting. Then add the experience section, the work experience that you have. Not just include anything that is relevant and important that can make your profile more accommodating and more enticing. All right, so let me go back quickly to this. Building your profile strength. So we talk about photos, talk about work experience, we talk about you to put out your skills, we talk about you to incorporate work experience, We talk about organizations that you have worked with, whether they just put it there, the honor and award you've gotten before, talk about your summary, talk about your test score, your publication, your interest, certification, project that you work on. These are the things that will attract people to your profile. So these are the things that you're going to be working on this weekend. And if you have your CV already, it makes it more interesting for you to know what to put. And if you don't have CV, don't worry. One of the core things is to guide you to ensure that you're able to get this done. So on Monday, we'll be having a deep class on application, testing your profile for application. And if you want to create a complaint on your profile, you might not be able to use your mobile phone to create a complaint. What you need to do is go to the LinkedIn app on your mobile phone. So you either go to your Chrome, sign in through your Chrome, and go to your profile. You will see create complaint. Let me show you so you can understand what I'm trying to say. All right, so this is my profile. And this is my home page now. If I'm using the desktop mode, click on work and scroll down. You will see create a company page. I hope you can see my cursor. Create a company page. So just create your company there, put your information. So instead of you going to create a website, you can always use your LinkedIn. So you can only create a company page on your profile. It's like you just creating a group or a community on your Facebook profile. Do you understand? So instead of you creating an account for your LinkedIn or your companies on LinkedIn, you always create a company page so you can multifunctionally make use of it. And you can always add a lot of admins to it that can work and handle it for you. I'll be able to get that. But don't worry, I will release this record to you so that you can take your time and rewatch and listen to it adequately. So another thing I want to quickly talk about tonight is getting loaded already. But don't worry, it's practical. One of the key things is to ensure that you are able to get it adequately. Okay, if you check your profile, you will see something like this. Talk about SDG, talk about project management. How can you do that? So if you scroll to your profile, you will see creators mode. When you click on creators mode, this is where you will be able to add things like that. Is it job, anything that you're looking for? Can you see the topic that people can contact you for? This is where you put it there and you save it. And that's all. Yes. So whatever thing that you are open to, it is well stated on your profile. So just click it here. What are you open to? Click the open. Are you earning anything? It will show up. And that's it. So I want to teach you how to create a LinkedIn resume, but we don't want to rush you tonight. I want you to take your time and work on all these things that have been said so far, and able to take your time to walk things through over the weekend. So by the next class, be able to work on creating a CV and editing a CV on your LinkedIn, then how to apply for opportunities within a national, how to get job, internship, and anything that you have interest in, how we are going to be about it, we'll discuss in the next class. All right, so thank you very much for joining this class. I'm open to answering your question. If you have any question, do well to ask me your questions. Don't be shy, please.
Yeah, thank you for this wonderful teaching, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
What I wanted to ask was, like you said, in your, I think in your summary, that what you don't have, you can't give.
Yes.
Yeah. So going through all these your qualification, your everything you have, I was like so if someone did not have this thing, how is it possible for the person to be on LinkedIn? Because
Okay.
you can't just be on LinkedIn and just be looking at the pictures or profile of some people and you that you are there, you don't have anything to provide. So I don't just know how is this possible? Like when you don't have something to provide, is it why? What are you now doing on LinkedIn? I think that's I think that's my question.
All right, thank
Is
you
it
very much
possible
for
for
your question.
you to have?
Please, I would like to still stay on. I would like to ask you some questions to make it more conversational and be able to answer ourselves explicitly. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So first thing first is you don't need to have all these things. Yes. Everything I showed you is not a day job. It's not what I just wake up one day and I did. It's an accumulation of work for 3 years, and that's it. So you can, if you don't have it, you can always work on it. That's the first thing. Second thing is, if you don't have all, the extent that you have it, feel it there. Okay? Feel what you have there
Okay.
and be determined to upgrade and work things through. One thing about LinkedIn is this. I'm still going to put you all on a 21-day challenge. And the essence of the 121-day challenge is to help you to be able to create more relevant information about your interest and your passion on the platform. That is what you love doing, why you love doing what you do, and how you get fulfilled doing what you have interest in doing. So this is the key thing we'll be working on in 21-day activity. Okay, so back to the other question is you have thought within you, sir, and I'm very certain that the only thing is you might not know how to put things out. But don't be afraid because you have all that it takes to stand out on LinkedIn. Then your niche of interest also matters because people that you follow, people that you connect to by the time you start 21-day challenge are people that are in your line or your field of interest in which you'll be able to contribute your quota in knowledge to what they are saying, or they're able to contribute their own quota of knowledge to what you're saying. So beyond this class, there's still a 21-day challenge for everyone that are intentional about their profile growth to engage in. So this is where you're able to connect with more people to engage your profile. And before you know it, in the space of 2, 3 months after this 21-day challenge, you will see yourself in another way that you are amazed of because of the content that you'll be dropping out. So don't get intimidated by anybody's profile. I stand to say it again. Don't get intimidated with anybody's profile. Look at the profile, look at what inspires you about the profile, and jot it down and work on it on your own profile. So it is not just a day job, no, it is always continuous. I hope you understand. So it's not what you can just finish on a day. That's why when someone was saying that I can take this class on WhatsApp, I smile, but this is not a WhatsApp structured class. It's a practical class. So for you to be able to see it yourself and draft something down that, okay, I'm going to work on this thing with this rejection and able to achieve this, and whatever it works out, amazing, fantastic. Don't worry. It's a space of 1 month from now. By the time you look at your profile, you will smile and say, wow, this is amazing. It's the same thing you post on other social media, just replicate it on LinkedIn, and that's all. So it's not something to be too engrossed about. No, 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 no. You have what it takes. I am 100% sure. If I don't know you, I'm 100% sure But for you to be here, you know what you are here for, and you have what it takes. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Welcome, sir. So any other question? All right. So our assignment for this weekend is for us to work on everything I've said and fill in your work experience, fill in your volunteering experience, the certification you've gotten, maybe you've taken online course before, fill it there, fill in your skills and recommendation. If you want to ask for recommendation, let me quickly teach you. You go to anybody's profile that you know. Hope you can see my screen. Let me for somebody. Okay, let me do for somebody. Okay, I think I have. Let me check for your a friend. Adebayo. Mike, I hope you can still see my screen. So let me use this profile as an example. This is a man that is a web developer, a JavaScript programmer, a full security enthusiast, a business idealist, and he said, I hope to help 100 business startup by 2040. If you're into any business, why don't you want to connect with this guy? Because he hopes to help 100,000 business startup by 2040. Now, one thing I want you to know is how his headline must be captured in his summary. So I just want to teach you something for diverting. How do you request for recommendation? If you click the three dots I showed you or more, you will see request for recommendation. If you click on it, it will give you more options. And there's the option, the way it's going to load on your mobile phone. You select your relationship. Do you manage the person? Fill anyone that matters to you. All right. So by the time you fill it, let me take this. Position that brought you guys together. So this is my profile. So I have a lot of work experience I've done as regards this. So let me pick one. Okay. So the thing is, it's automatically displayed. Hi, Michael. Will you write me a recommendation, please? You can suit it to whatever you like. Hi, Ajibola, can you write me a recommendation based on my profile or based on our relationship or our previous work together? Just request for anything and you click send, and it will show on the person's profile. So let's go back to this person quickly. Let's check his summary. Can you see it? Everything he said, I'm Adebayo Michael. Out of all my passions while growing up, I decided to focus on what I really wanted instead of getting lost in my ambiguity. Although there were many objections and ridges of life, I've not ceased to turn me here and there, which has cumulated into what I am and what I'm still becoming. In the future, I'm confident that I will be able to connect the dots comprehensively, and because of God's work in me. I believe in God. I believe in his potential. I believe in competence. I believe in the extraordinary. This has been my approach, go and enter in my very field of endeavor. I love to motivate people to help them to get better and achieve success. I have a community of audience that I am privileged to be nurturing while the cause of my pen name, Mickey Hink. I am an engaging copywriter and a content writer with 2 years of professional experience. I do non-fiction ebook ghostwriting, and I'm writing about 7 ebooks with a word ranging from 5,000 to 30,000 words. Besides, I code for web, I'm a tech enthusiast. The spell of tech and its product have been my fascinating, and my inquisitiveness will not let me just be without diving into the ocean. Over the years, we have learned and built projects on web development. By the way, JavaScript is my favorite programming language. My tertiary education hasn't just prepared me to be an agriculturist. I'm also a geneticist, a farmer, and an advocate for security. There's something about the business world that feels right to me, and I feel at home in it. My goal is to help a lot of business startups, about 100,000, to start or co-found a few myself. I have consciously connected myself to the principle of consumerism or Fordism, and I hope to use it to make a difference in business. I'm open to collaboration and connection that are specifically related to my goals, expertise, inspiration, and inspiration. This is just to show you that another way of putting your interest together. Like I told you, this guy's way of writing is different, and he was able to capture every of the airline subjects in the summary. So you can always feel free to connect with him if you're into any business and you need someone that can help your business with this. And let me give you a tip. If you have interest in whatever he's doing, chat him up and tell him you are from White Top. I want to believe that they're going to give you 20% or 30% off discount on any of your requests to him. That is if you are doing something big, not that one. Yeah, your business, you are doing in millions, you can still don't do something small. I'm recommending him because I've worked with him and he's been a fantastic person. All right, so take your time and just check through profile. By the time you're done with that, like I was telling you, request for recommendation, put in every detail that I've said, and it will definitely help you to achieve as many things as you want to achieve. And before you know it, your profile is standing out and is showing as the one of the best profile on LinkedIn. So this is my company's page on LinkedIn. As I'm sure people that want to create a company page on LinkedIn. This is my company's page on LinkedIn. And you can see all the information that is loading up. This is what I do in my brand. And this has been what we have been doing for a long time. So you can check through our profile for collaborations and work. You're open to collaborations and anything. So thank you very much. Not to make repetition of what I've said earlier, please ensure you work on this slide particularly so well. And by the next class, by God's grace, I'll be taking you to practical application. We will test run it. So by that time, I want to believe that your profile is ready. So you just test run for application of what you have interest in, the job you want to search for, we'll search for it. And most importantly, we're going to be checking, endorsing, and everything that is required for your profile to go maximally global. So thank you very much for coming to today's class. I remain my humble self, Ekundayo Oluwadamilare, a certified project manager and a trainer in human capital development space. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful time.